Who knows what Qualtrics is? Go ahead. Oh, do you know? Surveys, right?
Something that was close, yeah.
Does anyone have a Qualtrics account? Do we have the U? Yeah. Does anyone have a Qualtrics account? Just wondering. Okay. So yeah, we data right through surveys. We analyze it and we act on it, right? Data-driven decisions. So we do more than just what you think your normal research. We do voice of customer, employee feedback, academic research, whatever it might be. We help huge companies perform research. So these are just some of the major companies we work with. It's not showing up super great on the screen. But so Disney, JetBlue, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, pretty much you name it, and they're working with us. And you'll get the opportunity to work with some of these companies in Qualtrics as a product specialist. So that's just a little bit about Qualtrics and what we're doing. We recently hit the $1 billion mark as a company this past year. So we're rapidly growing. It's a great place to work. It's a great place to start your career and really rock it. So I want to start off with a little survey. Does everyone here have a cell phone? We're going to take a physics quiz through Qualtrics. So if you guys could text the @ sign, @physics, to the following number, 73940. Is anyone's phone working? So again, the number is 73940, and you're texting @physics with the @ sign. I'm going to test it, see if it's working on my phone. Yeah, I got it to work. Is everyone else getting it to work? Let me know if you're having trouble. So it's just a short quiz. See if you guys know some physics questions. So for example, the first question is sound travels at the fastest speed in, and then it gives you 4 different options. Right? It just has a number next to each one. So you'll enter in the number and hit send, and then it'll give you the next question. Does anyone not know what we're doing right now? Okay, looks like everyone's getting it right so far. Well, most everyone. So I think there's 4 questions and then a nice joke at the end. Can someone raise their hand when they get to the joke? Okay. So we're just testing your physics skills here and showing you what Qualtrics can do. So give you another minute to wrap up. Looks like some of you are still working on it. All right, looks like most everyone's done. So I'm going to refresh this report. This is a live report of the data we just collected. All right, so the majority of you said steel for the first question. Sound travels the fastest in what medium? The answer was steel, out of steel, water, air, and vacuum. So good job on that. Let's see how we did on the rest. Optical fiber works through. And the answers were either the principle of refraction, reflection, total internal reflection, scattering. Let me zoom this in a little bit. And most of you got that correct as well. Good job. All right. And if you had to describe the theory of relativity in one word, what would it be? Bodacious, cool, dope, Einstein, gravity, Invariance, great. Trixie. Awesome. And then what's your favorite cereal type? Frosted Cheerios. Looks like that's a winner. Do we have Frosted Cheerios? I don't know if we do.
Probably.
We have a huge cereal bar. What is that?
They exist. Frosted Cheerios exist.
Oh, so at our work we have a large cereal bar that you can get cereal anytime you want. And so most of these are there.
Do you have to get one?
Yeah. The beer isn't, but...
The beer is not there. Unfortunately, it's not part of the cereal
for
bar.
breakfast, anyway.
So, okay, so that's our SMS or text message feature. You can do surveys through text messaging. Obviously, most surveys are done, through a browser on the internet. But that's just the cool little feature we have. So I wanted to show you a couple of interesting surveys that we can take. This next one, it's going to actually be the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Does anyone want to come up and have the chance to win some swag? I need a volunteer. Nobody? All right, that's how I like. Okay, so it's just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You can use your lifelines if you need to. C? File and appeal? He's paying attention. All right. What is the eye of the beholder? Beauty? Awesome. Doing great. C, final answer. That's the right way to do it. All right. Just flying through here. You got your lifelines if you still need to use them.
What lifelines?
You can phone a friend. You can call the audience. Or 50-50.
Audience.
Nice.
B final
All right. Nice. You made it to the 1,000 mark. You're guaranteed $1,000. This is the old school Regis Philbin version, not the newer random dollar amounts.
Phone a friend.
Yeah, who's your friend? Well done.
B final answer.
Ooh. See how much money you won. $1,000. All right. So go ahead and pick something from the swag. And you can take one of each.
$1,000. Yeah, swag, roughly.
So this is another example of another survey. We could have someone come and play PacMan. Who wants to come play? Come on up. All right, so you're just going to use the up and down arrow keys. So come on over. You can come on over. And then just hit play game with the mouse. I got it.
Oh.
Didn't go so hot. Oh. It's our only speaker. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Nice. All right.
Well done.
Grab yourself some swag. So we have embedded, those are shockwave files that we've embedded into the actual survey, if any of you guys are familiar. This next survey actually won $4,000. So we had a survey mod competition where we let anyone who has a Qualtrics account basically come up with an innovative and creative and useful survey. And the winner got $4,000. So this is the winner. It's not official yet, so don't tell anybody. But basically what this is for...
Oh, look at that, I finally got the question.
You guys get in the text messages? So that's just demographic questions. What this does is basically, this lady's kind of creepy, but this is for like dentures to try to figure out where a dentist should make the dentures, how big should they be, et cetera, et cetera. So basically the scale on the bottom will let me move through her teeth, right? Until I find the optimal, like, oh yeah, that looks great right there. Right, so now they can get tons of data on what people think is beautiful when it comes to dentures and comes to teeth. Right, so a dentist can use this information to make those different molds and such.
What exactly do the numbers represent?
I'm not actually...
I have an arbitrary 14 on there.
Yeah, I'm not actually not sure exactly. But yeah, it might be millimeters or something up and down. Yeah, so that's that survey. You'd actually do a male, you do a different size teeth and things like that. But so this survey actually won $4,000. There's other finalists that won money as well. So that's just part of the culture of Qualtrics is we like to incentivize creativity and innovation. This last survey, let's take it first. So we're going to go ahead and enter the matrix. So this background was created using some custom script, some custom JavaScript, and HTML was created. So we're going to go ahead and follow the white rabbit. Takes us to, hopefully we'll decide to take the red pill. And we can now enter the matrix. And when we do, I love my computer. All my friends live in it. So that's just a fun survey. So I wanted to show you guys the background of what's actually happening. So I'm going to log into my account. So I'm going to show you what the code looks like that we're using. So we put it into the header of the survey. Oops. How many of you guys here are taking a computer programming class of some sort? Okay, so maybe a third of you. So as a product specialist, we have the opportunity to work with custom code and help clients occasionally with custom code. You can even create a cool looking survey like this. So what this one is doing is it's generating random letters and then streaming them down, and then it ends at a random position. It's pure green. So you guys who have some coding background might understand this a little bit or a lot. So you do have the opportunity to work with that in the survey. This is just what the survey tool looks like right now. So I just want to give you a quick glimpse of what that is. So going back, so those are just some of the cooler surveys probably that I've seen working at Qualtrics. Of course, there's a lot of the boring, what's your age, what's your income level. Those are some of the cooler looking ones. So you get to work with a bunch of different clients. You get to help them create surveys, help them solve issues, come up with creative solutions, innovate with these big clients. So also with Qualtrics, we do some fun stuff. So we have like a Q&A party every quarter. One time we did the bubble balls. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Like you play soccer, but you're surrounded in a ball and you can like knock each other over as hard as you want. What else have we done? We've done we've done laser tag. We're going to have Comedy Sports come in and do a comedy show. Chicanos as well. So we do a lot of fun stuff. One of these things is we did a competition last fall to see who could help the most clients. And the person who helped the most clients actually won a trip to Hawaii. That person was also me. And I'm going to end up using it as a honeymoon, so that's cool. In addition, we just had Journey come. Is anyone a Journey fan in here? Awesome. So we had Journey come and play at the Energy Solutions Arena. We had a big user conference where we had a bunch of potential clients and a lot of our bigger clients come and have a conference with us. And somehow we managed to get Journey to come. And all the employees got to go. Got to bring like 4 other people with them. It was great. I was actually like front row, and I proposed to my girlfriend. So Qualtrics has been very good to me. And as a Christmas present, we all got free iPhones. So Qualtrics is great. So that's just a little bit about what Qualtrics is like, some cool things that we do. So let's look at a couple of surveys. I'm now going to turn the time over to Paul, who's one of the managers of the product specialists. So take it away, Paul.
Great, thank you. I have not gotten a Hawaii trip yet, and so I'm still working on that one. So as Dave said, my name's Paul. I'm actually a relatively recent addition to the management team at Qualtrics. My background has been rather diverse, but the company that I came from, you may know it, Fluke Corporation, digital multimeters, infrared cameras. I ran our business for all of the infrared cameras, and I've often been asked, well, that's a pretty cool place to be, a neat business. What would get you to come to a company like Qualtrics? It's a different industry. It's the company I came from is part of an $18 billion, or actually almost $20 billion revenue company. Why would you come to a smaller startup? And there are a lot of reasons. I'll try to touch on some of them. And what I'd also like to do is talk a little bit about what a career at Qualtrics might look like for a physics graduate, because I think we actually have a very compelling offering for those who are interested. But why Qualtrics? And I think Dave did a great job kind of talking about Qualtrics and the virtues of the platform. We create a platform that helps some of the brightest minds in academics and in business solve some of the most difficult problems out there. I love being part of a company that enables businesses and academics to find new frontiers, do new things. When I was a product manager, I used Qualtrics and similar information to figure out, when I was designing an infrared camera, do our customers value thermal resolution, so the number of infrared pixels, radiometric infrared pixels, or do they value the millikelvin, or the thermal sensitivity that an infrared camera can actually achieve? How important is the size? Do they want something big that has a huge screen that allows for kind of in-field usage, or are they more interested in something small and compact? Millions of dollars were at stake, and you want to make those decisions and get them right. And so Qualtrics enabled me to go out, gather customer insights so that I could make good business decisions. It also enables business leaders to make sure that they are keeping and retaining good people. Employee engagement, all the rage these days. What do you do to keep and retain millennials? What does a millennial want in the workforce, right? Well, using surveys and data, you can gather information that tells you how engaged an individual may be, and then using statistics, you can begin to find those elements of one's job that correlate most highly with employee satisfaction. And then you try to drill down and say, okay, is there a causal effect here? So it's helping people in the workforce. It's helping business leaders make great decisions, and really it's changing the way that research and insights are gathered. Market insights, employee insights, and customer insights. So that's a little bit more about Qualtrics. I came because I've spent a lot of my career working at established companies. I did consulting for a while, did private equity, buying underperforming businesses and selling them, and that was all really fun. But the thing that resonated to me was I want to be at a place where I can help build something. And Qualtrics is at a place in its business life cycle where it is still certainly building. Law of large numbers usually says that as you get bigger, it becomes more and more difficult to maintain a growth rate. Qualtrics has been around for quite some time. We grew faster this year than we did last year. It's extremely exciting. We've got a great team, a great product, and I found that when a great team and a great product exist in a great market opportunity, awesome things happen. And that's why I chose to join Qualtrics. Now, does anyone have any idea what 7% might refer to? It's okay. There's nothing up here that would give you any indication what I might be actually trying to get. 7% is actually the number of people, or the percentage of applicants that we end up extending offers to at Qualtrics. We're a relatively small team, although we grew last year from 250 to about 600 people. We plan to grow from about 600 people this year to 1,200. We are growing like crazy, and we need excellent people. And that is why we're here, because we believe that talking to this group here, we can talk to excellent people who can help us continue to build this company. There was a Stanford professor actually not too long ago. So he keeps track of kind of the best up and coming companies in Silicon Valley, and he does an index of the companies that are the best place to launch your career. Qualtrics was on his list, which is a pretty exciting place to be, particularly in the stage where you all are, getting ready to say, all right, I need to make some career decisions. What are some things to consider? I know that when I was sitting in the same seat, the thing that was important to me was I want to go somewhere and do something that is an enabler. I chose a career path in many instances based on the option value that would be provided to me by making that career decision. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do or what I was frankly good at when I was graduating undergraduate. But what I did know is that I wanted to go somewhere that would give me skills, that would allow me to see a lot of places in business, and that would give me a name or a brand that would propel me into other opportunities. Qualtrics is one of those enabling, and the role that specifically we like to hire physics students into is one of those types of roles. So we have a group that's called Qualtrics University. And this is the group that provides, so as we have customers that are so diverse, that have such varying needs. Some have very simple questions, some have outrageously complex questions. And we've thought to ourselves, how do you provide help to these people who are geniuses, who are leaders in their field? And we said the only way to help these people who are incredibly smart is to get people who are equally, if not more smart than our customers. And so we go and we look specifically for hard science, so math, physics, chemistry, econ, statistics majors, and we'll look at some of the softer sciences, but they need to be able to demonstrate a high technical aptitude to become kind of an army of problem solvers. So when our customers come up, it would be impossible for us to create a script that would allow us to solve problems. So instead we say, let's hire really good people, let's train them like crazy, make sure they have broad and deep product knowledge, and let's let them problem solve. So in some of these, when Harvard's calling in and sits down and says, hey, I need some help with some web authentication and some randomization in my survey, we have some of the smartest people who are there, able to help these Harvard professors, able to help this Disney researcher, able to help these people. And that's the team that resides in Qualtrics University. Now, something that's interesting about that is we bring people into that role who are highly capable, but it is not our intention that you stay there. It's a training ground. I hear leaders in Qualtrics call Qualtrics University the talent incubator for the company. In the last couple of months, I've had multiple executives in the company come to me and say, "Hey, when can I take some of your product specialists? I have a need here, or I need someone to do this. I have a great opportunity to work on this team." And there is a tremendous demand because there is a very strong brand within Qualtrics for those who are product specialists. So we love bringing in incredibly bright people. You receive a lot of training. You get a lot of reps talking with customers, interfacing with them. And then in 12 to 18 months after you start, we target a graduation. And that's graduating into another area in the business that you feel is the right fit for you. And where you say, hey, there's a lot of traction with this vocalized product, which is a voice of the customer product. I've gained that specialty. I know how to work with these customer accounts. I really want to go there because I think that is a rocket ship that's about to take off, and I want to hitch my wagon to that. And it really does provide a cool opportunity to explore, gain a marketable skill set, and then go into a meaningful role within the company. So I think I talked through what are some of the responsibilities. You're the go-to product expert. When customers call with questions on surveys, I mean, those were kind of fun surveys. Those are not your typical surveys, but there are elements of those that are quite common. You're the one who helps them navigate the complexities. We need good, clear communicators. We need people who can think logically and who can structure problems in a way that makes sense. We just wanted to remind you that we had Journey in the Energy Solutions arena. It's intentional. And really, it's a troubleshooting gap. It's the group that will provide product feedback. Really, the group is the voice of the customer to our product managers and to our engineers. So a lot of exciting things to do. So what are we looking for? We're looking for someone with a bachelor's degree, or we'll talk to someone with a master's degree as well. And ideally, someone who is within a couple semesters of graduation. We have a big hiring class projected for this May-June timeframe that we're doing a bit of hiring from. If you're interested, you can reach out to Christian and get more details. But we like the hard science. Preferred requirements. Let's see if there's anything I didn't touch on. We like research experience. And the reason is that if you have tutoring or TAing experience or any research experience, we love it because that demonstrates a couple of aptitudes. First, the ability to explain something complex. And second, the ability to think like our customer. If you've done research, you have insights into the types of problems that our customers are trying to tackle. And so that's an extremely valuable skill to us at Qualtrics. Good. Anything else that you want to park on? Anything else that we should cover? I want to make sure I leave time for the crew. I can talk a lot. I'm pretty jazzed about Qualtrics. Again, we're growing. We're expanding our products. We just barely opened our first Asia Pacific office in Australia. We're going to be setting up another office there shortly. We just opened an office in Seattle. We've got an office in Provo where the headquarters is. We're looking at another U.S.-based office. We have an office in Dublin, Ireland, and we're just continuing to grow. Really exciting time. Really exciting place to be. Phenomenal place to start your career and really enable other career options. Any questions? Any questions for me? I'll kick around for a few minutes afterwards in case a question in front of the group doesn't sound like a ton of fun. But always have to have. Oh, good. Yes.
If you work for Qualtrics, is there an opportunity to go and work at some of these other international offices? Or if you kind of get like hired in Utah, you mostly stay here?
So when we set up a new office, we have individuals. There will be a few individuals who will be selected to go and kind of make sure the culture carries over, make sure the skill set carries over. We don't currently sponsor long-term visas for U.S.-based citizens to go over there for extended periods of time. But even within the Qualtrics University group, we always have one or two individuals who are over in our Dublin office, just making sure that there's the right amount of technical sharing of technical information as well as culture and best practices. Good question. Good. Any others? I have to wait for 4 seconds of silence before I move on. All right. Don't want to make it an awkward moment. All right. Talk to me if you have any other questions. What I'd like to do is actually turn the time over to a couple of our product specialists to give you some information about what their experience has been like. So, Max or Alec, whoever wants to take it away.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Max Gamosos. I just graduated last year here from the physics department. I did applied physics, and as many of you guys, I did research. I did research at the Cosmic Ray. I don't know if anybody, are you guys involved with the TA program at all? No? Yeah. Well, it's a good program. I recommend looking into it if you're here for a little while. So when I was graduating physics, I already had a lot of research under my belt, and I kind of didn't want to go the research route too much. I loved it, but it's tedious. So when I was looking, I wanted to get my foot into like the business world, and the way I did this is by using Qualtrics. I had great opportunities to be able to use my skills as a problem solver to be able to apply this and then kind of work in the business field as well. One important thing, kind of give you like a physics perspective of like how working at Qualtrics is, well, how physics helps you to work at Qualtrics, is that we are dealing not with like physics problems, but we are dealing with logical problems. So a lot of like your classes like electronics, you use a lot of the logic, and it's the same thing that you use in programming and programming surveys. So you might have customers that call in and they need something pretty complex that isn't easily done. So just like how you do in physics, you look at the problem, maybe make a diagram, break it down into easier problems to solve, as well as like decompose the components of every single thing. And then you kind of work to build off that to make something that is quite complex that a lot of our clients can't make because they don't have like a strong physics background that actually allows them to do this. They're more like market research. So I know that we don't do a whole lot of like physics per se, but those skills really go a long ways to helping us to be able to help clients, and actually you have a creative workflow. So one interesting thing is, as I was graduating, I didn't want to go and just like crunch numbers somewhere or like do a job that just is day in and day out. You don't do anything creative and you don't really think. You just kind of go through the motions. You know how to do it, and that's how you do it. Here we have problems every single day. They're kind of spur of the moment. You have to think, use your creative side, and really come up with a good solution to be able to solve their problem. As well, as a lot of you guys have taken programming classes, I actually enjoy programming, and I've had like the opportunity to really increase that ability to be able to do like logical, to just be able to make my programming skills quite a bit better. But do you guys have any other questions or any questions about how like physics kind of goes into this?
I'm Alec. I graduated last year as well from this program. I did like the pre-medical physics route, and then finished that up and went off to get my math minor. And when I came out, I wasn't, dead set on what I wanted to do. I know a lot of you probably are considering like grad school, and some of you will probably consider like physics grad school. But there's probably another large percentage of you who want to get involved in, you know, business and making money after your undergrad career. And, you know, I was sort of in that same boat. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I needed to get some work experience, get out there, see what things were going to be like. So I actually got involved with Qualtrics at a recruiting event last year, a lot like this one. If there's anything I would say about it, it's while you won't be directly using a lot of what you learn in your physics classes, the problem solving can be fun. If you enjoy that aspect of the job, you will be working with big, exciting clients, and it's a really fun place to work. My favorite part of the job is the people I work with. You'll get to spend a lot of time working with other product specialists. You'll make friends. The company takes good care of you. I wasn't sure I wanted to work in Provo, to be honest. That honestly sounded like the worst thing I could think of. But I've actually come to really, really like it. And I'm actually off to grad school in the fall, but even having put in a year at Qualtrics, I know it's been a tremendous resume builder for me, and I've learned a lot, and I'll take a lot from that experience. So if you're sort of, trying to figure out what you want to do coming out, it's a really great opportunity. It's a lot of fun. There's opportunities for advancement. I would definitely recommend it. So.
Awesome. Yeah, both Alec and Max have been working on some pretty strategically important initiatives for us. Alec spends a lot of his time with Salesforce integration, so our product working with Salesforce. And Max, we have a new product that we just launched not too long ago, and Max is on the team. It's really been kind of helping us ramp up there. So they've gotten some pretty awesome exposure to kind of the next frontier for Qualtrics. So good. Thanks, guys. Christian, you want to wrap us up, and then we'll be available for questions.
So as you guys can tell, we obviously brought lots of swag. That's one of the things that we love. I have the t-shirt on right now. I have the socks on right now as well. Super comfy.
It's a requirement.
It's a requirement. So come after we're done, definitely come grab some stuff, take whatever you want. If you're interested in learning more, or if you're interested in applying for a position, here's the information right here. You can always contact me directly if you have specific questions. As Paul mentioned before, we're kind of right now in the process of doing lots of hiring for May grads. So if you're graduating this semester and are looking for something, now is the perfect time to get involved. Any questions about that from anybody?
Do you hire summer interns?
That's a great question. So right now, no, and the main reason is we're going too fast. So for this type of position, like Paul mentioned, you're going to go through a lot of training to get up to speed. And by the time you finish that training, your internship would be over, right? But we are offering internships for software engineers. So if you have friends that are computer science grads or majors, those are the only internships that we have right now. But we do offer some part-time work, and that can be a little tricky for students up here. But lots of UA students will do part-time. So if you live closer to home or something, we can talk about that as well. Good question. We'll wrap up now, so you guys can have 10 minutes of free time, and definitely if you have questions, come up and talk to us. Come grab stuff. We don't want to take it home.
Yeah, we don't want to carry this back across campus.
Yeah.
Please come up and
Grab some stuff.
take some swag.
We got shirts, socks, and water bottles.